understanding rejection isn't rejection. So when you're going out there to approach women, really what makes it a problem is that you're scared of rejection. You're scared of the fact that the woman's going to look at you and say no, and it's going to make you feel like crap. So a good mindset behind that is to understand that until someone has spent several hours or several days with you, they're not rejecting you as a person and all your character and all your knowledge and everything that you've become as a person. They're just rejecting your approach. And there could be several reasons for that. You know, they could have a boyfriend, they could be in a rush, they could be in a bad mood. It's not always you why you're getting rejected. So that's another powerful mindset, because when you're going out there to meet people, especially if you're approaching attractive women, if you're taking the rejection personally, it's going to put you off. And it's probably going to stop you doing more of it. So understand that just because a woman says no, or just because a woman walks away or she doesn't seem interested, it's not always you. There's other circumstances that occur that could be a cause of that. So rejection from an approach is never personal, because they don't get to know you. They haven't had enough experience with you to figure out if they like you or not. They're just rejecting your approach or the immediate behaviors upon that approach. So that's another mindset. And then the last one is playing to win, because what can happen is, like you said, you can go out there and you can get outcome dependent. And you could go, right, unless I go out there and I meet a woman, then this is not going to work and I'm going to feel like crap because of it. So what you need to understand is this is a skill. Going out, especially if you haven't had the previous experience, going out and meeting women is a skill. So not taking the rejection personally is one thing, but understanding that you're working on your social skills in general is a second one. And if you're outcome dependent, if you're only going to feel good if you get phone numbers, or if you end up getting dates with women, or you make friends, you're setting yourself up to have the well-being that you're getting from this practice based on how other people respond to you and based on the results you get. So one mindset you can do to combat that is to celebrate the win as soon as you take action, because that actually helps you build confidence with actions that you can take that are in your control, not outside of your control. You can't control if someone responds well to you. You can't control if you get phone numbers. You can't control if you take a woman home. You can't control if people like you. But what you can control is that you get out of the house, you take action, you use courage, you live by your value of courage, and you approach women and you try and you work at this stuff. So as soon as that happens, as soon as you leave the house to go out and start working on your social skills, as soon as you approach an attractive woman you like, you stop yourself in real time and you say, I'm proud of myself. I'm doing something outside of my comfort zone. It's challenging, it's difficult to me, and I should be proud of myself. So as soon as you do that, celebrate the win. You know, give yourself a drink, buy yourself a meal. And that's how you kind of train positive reinforcement, where the confidence is coming from the action you take, not the result that happens in the external world. Absolutely key, because if you go out there and you approach 10 women and you don't get any phone numbers, if you're attached to that outcome, it's going to put you in a bad mind state. You're going to lose confidence. And you're never going to do well at this stuff. So the win is the action that you take, not the result in the external world. And you can train the triggers which cause confidence. You know, we're so socially conditioned to be attached to outcome and only feel good when we achieve things. But you can train your mindset where you get the result and you get the confidence from the actions that you're taking in life. Because if you do that, not only are you not being deterred and not being put off because it's so painful when you get rejected, you're probably not going to make it. You're probably not going to follow it through. But it also actually builds a confidence that motivates you and propels you to keep going. So yeah, eventually if you keep going, you'll get the result. This is just a skill. It's like anything else. It's like learning boxing. You know, learning to approach a woman, get over approach anxiety. That's your footwork in boxing. And then learning how to hold a good conversation and flirt. There's your hand movement. There's your head movement. So it is a skill. But the reason this skill is so hard to learn, the reason it's so difficult to do better with women, is because rejection from a woman is a personal thing. If you get punched in the face in boxing, yeah, it hurts physically, but it doesn't hurt emotionally. So the way you've got to get over this is understand it's a skill. It's not personal. Take your ego out of it and train your brain to get the positive response and the positive emotion and the confidence from the action that you're taking.